I am the Chief Assistant Prosecuting Attorney here in Midland County. I attend a vast majority of the forensic interviews at the Safe and Sound Center.
We'll coordinate with law enforcement, the prosecutor's office, to schedule a forensic interview.
And my job is to interview the child when they come in with allegations of either sexual abuse or severe physical abuse.
I have seen the worst of the worst.
I'm responsible for asking questions that nobody wants to have to ever ask a child. They're there because something happened in their life and they weren't being able to be protected.
The only way to hold them accountable and to get the child safe and away from the perpetrator is to preserve the best evidence.
Every time they have to tell that story, they relive that trauma. They are there in that moment, reliving and re-experiencing it. And if we didn't have this program around, that kid would repeatedly have to do that. And we stepped in and are able to do that one time, and they can begin the recovery and healing process after that's over.
And to see them on their road to recovery and to heal from the abuse that they've encountered is a very positive thing.
I grew up here in Midland, spending a lot of my time right here at the library. That was my early start in being interested in literacy. Imagination Library enables kids to get developmentally appropriate books delivered in the mail to them monthly from birth through age 5 at no cost. I enjoy tutoring with the Literacy Council because it enables me to share my love of learning.
SH.
In the 2.5 months that we've been working together, he is just amazed at how much progress that he's made.
I have 2 kids, Michael and James. James is 6 and Michael is 9. They'd asked me to read a story before, and I'd sit down and just kind of look at the pictures and make up a story from the pictures. And now I actually read, it's the same as when Mom read it.
It's never too late. We can all learn to read. We all deserve the world of literacy.
I volunteer for Midland Area Homes 3 or 4 Saturdays each year for about 8 years now. We go in probably 10, 11 different stops. To see that connection is different than just sending a check. It's really fun to see the people that are going to benefit from these items.
My boys and I live here. This house means a lot to me. Our struggle started with, I was married and went through a domestic violence relationship. We went from not knowing where we were going to sleep, all of our stuff in a van, to having some place where we can all sleep comfortably.
We see some of these places that start out as a house, and then we take things in like a bed or table and chairs, a place where they can sit together as a family. I feel like we help make the house into a home.
It gives you some security, and that's what we needed. And now we have a home. It's really just such a blessing. So I'm thankful.
Hi, I'm Bob Hansen, 2010 United Way Campaign Chair. Even though there are signs that the global, national, and local economies are improving, the reality remains that practically everyone in our community has been affected by the recent recession. Our community has a long history of stepping up and coming together to meet the needs that exist in this community. The past year has been no different, but the struggles and the challenges remain, and the needs are many. Each of us has something to offer, whether it's giving generously to the United Way, advocating for those things that we're passionate about, or serving our local community as a volunteer. As we look to the future, let's ensure that everyone in our community, everyone, has hope for a better tomorrow. It begins with a promise.
This is our community.
These are our friends and neighbors.
Our children are the future.
Their future is in our hands.
This is our promise to make.
This is our promise to keep.